are go for liftoff in T-minus 30.
Hit the record button.
Gosh, that's swell. Hello. Welcome to another episode of Italo's Black Tech Radio. This is your host, Italo, and I welcome you guys to the world premiere of Nyx Goddess of the Night, featuring the voice of the lovely Little Miss Perfect, who suggested this goddess, who I had no idea existed. And I'm glad I did, because this poem came out so great with her voice. I just can't wait for you guys to hear it. So get your earbuds, get your headphones on, get your coffee, and enjoy Nyx, Goddess of the Night.
Well, I didn't see that coming.
Dear mortals, back from the dark of the night, like it was the beginning of my creation, this phoenix is rising from the ashes, stronger and more powerful than ever before. If you don't know who I am, just ask Zeus. He's feared me before, with good reason and no reason at all. Nyx here. Nice to meet you. My legends go back millennia. I bring a curtain of stars, none brighter than the other. All stars shine on, dear mortals. Get it right. Your vessels will expire, yet your legacy will continue. That's what holds the key to true power. Knowing how to use your light and your darkness right. The balance is right in the middle. Darling peasant, don't act like you don't listen. When I appear in your dreams to warn you, stop behaving like you're immortals, thinking you're superior than your brother, claiming that you're gods and goddesses. Were you there, darling? Were you there while my father Chaos self-imploded and practically exploded to create the universe beyond this realm? The one you call Earth, a speck of tiny little globe, floating in the vastness of infinity. When you come where I come from, you realize one must die to be reborn again. So give up your ego. He ain't your friend. Drop that pride. He ain't your friend. Quit acting like you know it all, for you know nothing. Your gifts and power didn't come from you by mistake. You were born to use them. But instead, you're staring into the darkness, asking, why is it so dark? I'm frightened. When you have a light inside, you can never be afraid. Take this advice. I'll give it to you free. You're made of stardust, finest minerals I could find. Greatest gifts I gifted you. Use them to create. Use them to inspire. Instead of stealing others' gifts, why steal from them? When I already gave you yours, don't be greedy, and share each other's gifts like it should have always been at the beginning when I brought you night to offset the day. Yin and yang, positive and negative, truth versus lies. Open your eyes to see your gifts that I bestow upon you. The more you give, the more you shall receive. Nyx is here to protect you from Hades' wrath and his underworld army, from Zeus's foolish ways and his charms, from Neptune, also known as Poseidon, ruler of the 5 oceans and the 7 seas. They're flawed and been in power way too long. It's time that Nyx, rising like a phoenix, reclaims her seat on the throne, black as moonless night, bearing gifts that I collected from several other planets and universes, some newer, many more ancient centuries and millennia ahead of you. Don't act a fool. Nyx is all-knowing. I know your intentions, like I know those gods and goddesses. I left them in charge. They seem to have forgotten their entire mission. It's been so long since I visited. They probably thought I was gone. Gone? I wasn't gone that long. Where I come from, time doesn't even exist. Whoever came up with time, them and I are gonna have to have a chat. Don't worry, you didn't mean anything bad. Just that sometimes, time is your worst enemy. Some live for the day. I live for the night. That's where Nyx resides. That's where you'll find me. Good night, dear one. I'll appear in your dreams. I promise. I will blow your mind.